Cardi B and Stefon Diggs finally reveal why baby Melissa's tragedy was kept secret. For months, the internet has been drowning in rumors, tears, and unanswered questions. Whispers spread across fan pages, podcast panels, and gossip blogs. What really happened to baby Melissa? Why did Cardi B and Stefon Diggs suddenly go silent? Why did their team shut down every conversation, every hashtag, every fan theory? Tonight, everything finally comes to light. And the truth is far more heartbreaking, complicated, and powerful than anyone expected. The night everything changed. It all began on a night that was supposed to be one of the happiest moments in their relationship. Cardi B was already glowing with excitement. Stefon Diggs was preparing surprise flowers, baby clothes, and a tiny bracelet engraved with Melissa, Daddy's little star. They had just finished shooting a private documentary segment about their growing family. The crew left. The house was quiet. Cardi was feeling light kicks, and Stefon kept rubbing her stomach, talking to the baby like she could hear every word. Then suddenly, Cardi felt something wasn't right. A sharp pain. A tightening. A wave of dizziness. Stefon's face changed immediately. "Bardi, baby, talk to me. What's going on?" Cardi could barely catch her breath. "Stef, something's wrong. I don't feel her moving." Those were the last words before Stefon grabbed her coat, carried her to the car, and sped through the night like his heart was on fire. The hospital chaos. When they arrived, everything happened in fast motion. Doctors rushing. Nurses whispering. Stefon holding Cardi's hand so tight his knuckles turned white. A doctor pulled Stefon aside. "Mr. Diggs, we're doing everything we can. But the baby is showing signs of distress. We need to act immediately." Stefon broke down right there in the hallway. He leaned against the wall, shaking, tears falling uncontrollably. Meanwhile, Cardi was trying to stay conscious, fighting panic. "Please, save my baby, please." But then, the room went quiet. An eerie silence washed over everything. The doctor came back with a face no parent ever wants to see. I'm sorry." Cardi screamed so loudly they heard her down the entire corridor. Stefon's legs gave out and he collapsed on the floor, begging, praying, pleading for one more chance. Baby Melissa was gone. The secret nobody understood. For weeks, neither Cardi nor Stefon could speak. Not to fans. Not to friends. Not to family. This wasn't a regular tragedy. This was something deeper, something that came with complications they weren't allowed to reveal publicly. Why? Because earlier that month, Cardi had received a private threat. Someone from her past, someone she thought she'd never have to deal with again, sent a chilling message. "You better stay quiet. If you announce anything about that pregnancy, I'll make sure your whole world collapses." Cardi, terrified and already trying to protect her unborn child, decided to keep everything silent. She told Stefon. He was furious. He wanted to go public immediately. But Cardi insisted. "No. Not now. Not when Melissa needs me calm." So they stayed silent. After the tragedy, that silence became even heavier. Cardi blamed herself. Stefon blamed himself. Both of them blamed the threat. Their team stepped in and advised them strongly. "Do not reveal anything until the investigation is over. This is bigger than you think." So the secret remained locked away. The breakdown that almost ended their relationship. Cardi spiraled emotionally. She stopped leaving the house. She barely ate. She couldn't record music. She couldn't look at baby clothes without breaking. Stefon felt helpless. He slept on the couch some nights just to cry without her hearing. He kept replaying the night they rushed to the hospital, wondering. Could I have driven faster? Could I have noticed something earlier? Did I fail them both? They started arguing. Distance grew. Public life became a mask they wore to hide the wounds. Fans noticed the silence. The missing smiles. The sudden disappearance of any baby-related content. But nobody knew the real reason. The investigation results that changed everything. Months later, the investigators uncovered something disturbing. The person who sent the threat actually had connections to a former team member of one of Cardi's past relationships. Somebody who wanted chaos. Somebody who wanted to break her emotionally. Somebody who knew the pregnancy was her softest spot. The threat wasn't directly responsible for the tragedy, but it kept Cardi from seeking earlier medical help when she first noticed small changes. That guilt nearly destroyed her. The emotional interview. When Cardi and Stefon finally sat down for the interview, cameras rolling, lights dimmed, they held hands the entire time. Cardi's voice cracked first. "I didn't hide baby Melissa because I didn't care. I hid her because I was scared. And when she passed, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't talk. I couldn't face the world." Stefon wiped her tears. "We kept it secret because we weren't just dealing with heartbreak, we were dealing with danger. I would have burned the whole world down to protect my family. But Bardi told me we had to stay strong and quiet." Then Cardi whispered the line that broke millions of hearts. "She lived inside me. And even if the world never got to meet her, she will always be my baby. Our angel. Melissa." Stefon kissed her forehead, trying not to cry. "Our daughter made us stronger. She united us in pain. And we will honor her forever." The letter Stefon wrote but never shared. Fans didn't expect this part. Stefon pulled out a handwritten letter. It was wrinkled. Stained with old tears. He said, "I wrote this the night we lost her, but I never had the strength to share it." Then he read it. "Melissa. I never got to hold you. But I promise I would have loved you with everything in me. I wanted to teach you how to throw a football, how to dance like your mommy, how to be brave in a world that's not always kind. You changed me before you were even born. You made me a father. You made me better. I'll carry you for the rest of my life." The entire room went silent. Even the camera crew cried. The final message to fans. At the end of the interview, Cardi looked into the camera. "If you're watching this, hug your kids. Hug your parents. Hug the people you love. Life is fragile. We kept our tragedy a secret because we weren't ready to face it. But today, we want to let her memory bring strength, not pain." Stefon added, "Thank you for giving us the space to heal. Thank you for understanding. And thank you for remembering baby Melissa with us." The legacy of baby Melissa. They announced a final tribute. A foundation in Melissa's name, supporting mothers dealing with pregnancy complications and emotional trauma. Cardi said, "This is how my baby's name will live forever." Stefon said, "She deserved a legacy. And now she has one." The internet reaction. Within minutes. Twitter exploded. TikTok flooded with emotional edits. Fans cried across the world. Even celebrities sent heartfelt messages. Everyone agreed on one thing. This was the most emotional, raw, vulnerable moment Cardi B and Stefon Diggs had ever shared. The truth behind baby Melissa's tragedy wasn't just heartbreaking. It was a reminder of the silent battles people fight behind the scenes. And finally, Cardi and Stefon could breathe again. Together. Healing. Honoring their angel. Here is your very long, dramatic, emotional, YouTube-ready story about Cardi B, Stefon Diggs, and the secret tragedy of baby Melissa, written in your signature style, intense, cinematic, and full of twists. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs finally reveal why baby Melissa tragedy was kept secret. Very long, perfect for an 8 to 12 minute voiceover video. The internet was shaken to its core this morning after Cardi B and Stefon Diggs finally broke their silence on the deeply painful, long-rumored tragedy surrounding baby Melissa, a name that had floated online for months but was never confirmed, until now. For the first time, Cardi and Stefon sat down together, in a raw, tear-filled interview, to explain why they hid the heartbreaking truth from fans, family, and even close friends. And the truth was even darker, more emotional, and more complicated than anyone ever imagined. The beginning, when everything felt perfect. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs were in what fans described as their golden period, a phase where everything seemed magical. Stefon was flying out to see Cardi between NFL obligations. Cardi was glowing in every photo. And rumors of a secret pregnancy were swirling everywhere. Close sources later revealed Cardi had told only two people, her sister Hennessy, and her stylist, that she was expecting a baby girl. That baby's name was Melissa. A name Cardi chose after her late aunt, someone she adored more than anyone. Stefon cried when he heard the name. He promised Cardi, no matter what happens, I'll protect both of you. Forever. They kept everything quiet. No public announcement. No hints. No leaks. Because for the first time in years, Cardi wanted something just for herself. The dark turn, Cardi's fears were real. According to Cardi and Stefon, everything shifted during Cardi's 5th month of pregnancy. Doctors noticed something. A complication they didn't want to declare too early. Test results that came back unclear, worrying, then frightening. Cardi recounted the moment through tears. The doctor just looked at me, and I knew something was wrong. I felt it before she even said a word. Stefon squeezed her hand. Cardi broke down. And for the first time in their relationship, Stefon admitted he genuinely felt helpless. The medical team warned them that Melissa's chances of survival were extremely low, and even if she survived birth, her organs were not developing the way they should. Cardi's world crumbled. Why they kept it secret, betrayals, pressure and fear. When fans began speculating that Cardi was pregnant, the media frenzy exploded. Blogs were posting daily updates. Paparazzi camped outside her home. People dissected every outfit. Social media comments turned ruthless. And around that same time, Cardi learned that someone from her own circle was planning to sell information about her baby girl's condition. This betrayal broke her. She stopped telling people anything. She shut everyone out except Stefon. She confessed in the interview. I couldn't handle the world talking about my baby like she was a headline, when she was fighting for her life. Stefon added. We didn't want to bury our daughter in front of the world. We needed peace, not pressure. So they agreed. No public announcement. No confirming anything. Silence. For Melissa's sake. For Cardi's sanity. For Stefon's emotional stability. The day that shattered them. Cardi carried the baby as far as she could. Doctors did everything. Stefon read to her belly every night. Cardi played music, whispered prayers, begged for a miracle. But on a cold morning, at 4:12 a.m., something happened. Cardi felt the sharpest pain of her life. Stefon rushed her to the hospital. Medical teams scrambled. And at 6:07 a.m., baby Melissa was delivered but did not breathe. Cardi told the world today that she screamed so loudly the entire floor heard her. Stefon held her as she collapsed. He admitted something that stunned everyone. I think that day broke me in ways I never told anyone. I lost a daughter and watched the woman I love lose a part of herself. Cardi cried through most of the interview. Stefon cried too, something fans almost never see. The real reason they kept it all hidden. For months, conspiracy theories spread online. People said Cardi was acting off. Some said Stefon wasn't focused. Others claimed they were fighting privately. But the truth was simple. They were grieving a child the world never knew. Cardi said she didn't want millions of people watching her pain. I didn't want